Hi everyone, this is Sathis Kumar. I'm the faculty of LeSuccess. So today we are going to see Java database connectivity with MySQL database. So this is the one of the concept in Java. It is very important and connecting to the database. It is very important and the using JDBC, our code, Java code to connecting to the database. Whenever we data store in the data into the database, and whenever we need the data from the database, we can fetch the data from our code. So this is the concept of JDBC connection with MySQL database. So these two softwares, Java application, where we are creating the Java code or Java class, and another software is a database, a relational database. These two softwares connecting with the using the help of JDBC API, Java database connectivity APA, application programming interface. This driver helps to these two application connecting to the these two applications. So, this is the application. This is the application, Java application. So this architecture shows the application and the database to connecting to the two softwares, and the database is a different. Our code and the database. We are using the MySQL or SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server, and the SQLite as well. So what are the database we need to connect to the our code? We need to give the driver uh, to connecting to the database. So the connector MySQL connector slash JDBC driver. This driver to API to connecting to two different softwares. This so we need we the required is the requirements. These two requirements we need to download. One is for Eclipse for creating the Java code. Another one is MySQL database to store the data. Data to store the database. So we need to download one by one. So first one, Eclipse IDE, Integrated Development Environment. This environment creating the Java code. So we need to download Eclipse IDE. So go to Google Chrome. So Chrome. So we need to download Eclipse. So Eclipse download. The first site, the Eclipse Foundation. We need to click the first site and the downloads pages. So here we need to see the we can see the Eclipse IDE for Java developers. So those who are using Windows, we need to click this link. Those who are using Mac OS, we need to download this link. Those who are using Linux, we need to use this link. So I'm using Windows, so I have to click this link. So once the click the link, it will be shows the next page. So here need to download. So once download, it shows here. So it's a downloading. So it takes 3 to 4 minutes to download. And the meanwhile, we can download MySQL software. MySQL download. MySQL download. So here MySQL downloads. So this site need to the download page we need to come down the MySQL community downloads. This click the MySQL community. So at last we can see here the MySQL workbench. So we need to download this one, MySQL workbench. So same here, those who are using what operating system we are using. So I am using Microsoft Windows. So click Microsoft Windows. So if we are using Mac OS or Linux, we can use it this link. So I'm using Microsoft Windows. I need to download this link. So download. So once click the download, it will be downloaded. So it will be downloaded. So we have to wait for download. Once the downloaded is complete, we need to install the both MySQL Workbench and Eclipse Eclipse for Java. So I have already downloaded. I have already downloaded these two softwares. I have already downloaded in our system. We can see them. So once you downloaded the Eclipse, it looks like this. So here we need to create the project. We need to create the project. File, new, Java project, Java project, Java project. Need to next. So we need to give the name, project name, JDBC, JDBC connection demo. So this is the project name. So once we give the project name, it will be finish. This is the JDBC connection demo. This is the project. Under the project, we can see the SRC folder, source folder. So in this source folder, we need to create the Java class. So Java class. So JDBC sample demo. Same. We need to use the package. Java sample is a package. So once finish, so the class is created. So we need to main function. This main function is created. So once this process is finished, so need to connect into the API. So need to one more download is MySQL connector jar file. MySQL connector jar file. So this is the site MySQL download connector jar file. Need to click the jar file and select the operating system. What are the operating system? The platform independent. We need to the second one. Platform independent, architecture independent, zip folder. This zip folder need to download. So once click the download, it will be download here. So once the download is completed, we need to copy the MySQL connector jar file. This jar files need to copy in our project. The project same here. This is our project. We need to create a folder. This folder name is lib for library folder. So finish. This library folder containing the copy and paste it here, MySQL connector. See here. So it will be here. So this one need to build path. Need to add build path to our Java code. So once the build path is completed, need automatically connecting to the MySQL and our Java codes is here. So we can create the Java code here. So need to create Java code. So connection con equal to driver manager dot. So need to download. So you need to download, import the connection, and this connections also. So get connection, get connection. So parameter, 3 parameters. Yes. So connection is a interface. This reference we need to get the connection. We need to get the connection. The driver manager. The driver manager helps to the connecting to the database and code. What are the URL? What are the URL? You need to give the this parameter. Get connection. So the first string is the URL. JDBC Java Database Connectivity colon MySQL colon slash localhost host colon 3306. 330 is the port number, and we need to give the database name. So I have already created the database for test DB. So I have already created test DB. I can use it for the test DB. So test TB, and the other two parameters, one is for authentication purpose, one is for username, another one is for password. One is for I have a username root, and the password also root. So it throws the adding surrender the throws exception. Suppose the connection is not established, it will throws the exception. So we need to handle for the throws. So SQL exception. So once the connection is done or not, we have to check with the connection. So system so meter connection done, connection done. So that connection we need to give. So once the connection is done, the perfectly executed and show the console operations. So save and run it for this one. So run as Java application. So connections done successfully. Connection done. com.mysql cj.jdbc.connection implementation. So the connection successfully done. So we need to fetch the data. So connection is perfectly successfully done. So we need to fetch the data. So here we have a database test TB, and the test TB, the table name is customer. The customer have 5 fields, for 1 2 3 4 5 6 fields. So 6 fields we have a data in the table. These datas fetch into the datas to our Java code, in the Eclipse IDE in the console. So we need to fetch the data our Java code. So we need to create the code. So statements equal to con dot create statement. Create statement. So this code, the create statement, the new statement, it will be created in the our database code, our database code, so we need to create the statement and also the result set. Result set rs equal to statement dot execute query. So we need to give the query for database. So the query what are the query we can give the query, it give the data from the database. So need to query to the query, and this query is the string format. So string query equal to select star from, what is the table name? Table name is the customers. So we need to copy here and paste it. So once the query is done, this query execute the query. The query select star from customers. All this table, all the datas fetch into the table customer. So we need to show the data. So while so our result set dot next and here, so we need to fetch the data one by one. So sysout so rset dot get integer. So get integer the column first one. So how many columns we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 in the database. Same here, we need to give the column. So the first one integer, the second one, third one, and the fourth one, fifth, and the sixth. So first one integer, the second one string varchar, third one integer, fourth one string, fifth one integer, the last one so string. So we need to give the same type, string, and here also string, and here also the location, string. So if each row will get the data, each row we will get the data from the database. So this is the first column, first data, second column, second data, third column, third data, and we need to, all the data we need to fetch from database. So need to, so once the connection completed, connection dot close. So connection dot close. Once the connection is completed, the connection dot close. We need to close the resource. So save and run it. So it's loading. So this perfectly get the data from the database. So it's not nice. So it will need, so print ln. So because of the next line, so need to single line, single data, single line. Oh, and here, so same here. Okay, save it and run it for this one. So it's loading. So here it's perfectly done. So these 7 datas in the database. So 1 to 7, all the datas here in the database. So I'll fetch all the datas from our code. The first one is first data, the second column, third, fourth, and fifth. All the datas I need to fetch. I'll fetch all the datas from the database. So this is the database connectivity to fetch the data from the database from our Java code. So this is very important to know the concept of JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. So recap for, so this is the JDBC connection with MySQL database. These two softwares, Java application and the database. These two softwares, in between we are using the connecting between Java application and the database using API, JDBC, Java Database Connectivity Application Programming Interface. This architecture shows these two applications connecting to the MySQL JDBC driver. So the requirements, one is for Eclipse IDE in the development environment using for Java, creating a program, and the database MySQL database to store the data. These two applications connecting to the JDBC driver. So perfectly done with these two connections. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Thanks.